Welcome to Double Love on an early Saturday morning. Again, I'm so proud of everyone who's online right now. Thanks for joining me. Today, we are going to talk about how being a coach can help you stay out of the drama triangle. And if you did healthy, love yourself to health, you may remember we have talked about the drama triangle and the empowerment triangle. I'm going to do a very quick review, but you can go back and listen to those again. So they're very useful. And if you don't remember, we've got the drama triangle, and the 3 points to it, where, as a villain, everything's wrong. I'm the only right person in this room. As a victim, oh, I can't do anything about my situation, and I'm so stuck. Or as the hero is, it's my job to fix everyone's problem for them. You got all these different mindsets. And the thing with the drama triangle is you won't get very far with your goals there. You're going to feel stuck, and you're going to see the same problem reoccurring over and over again in your life. So we have the drama triangle, then we have the empowerment triangle. And we've got the role of the creator, the coach, and the challenger. And basically, being in the empowerment triangle is how to create the life you want. And later, we're going to talk about specifically the role of the coach in the empowerment triangle and how being in that role can help you reach your health goals. It can help you reach your relationship goals, your financial goals, you name it. So you can create the life you want and see progress. And before I start, I do have to ask, do you know what you want? Is that clear? Do you know what you want with your health? Do you know what you want with your relationships, how you want to spend your time and your finances? If you don't, then staying in the drama triangle will be the most comfortable and natural place to be. That's kind of where humans just tend to naturally be. And there won't be a compelling enough reason to make the effort to get into the empowerment triangle. So please take time, if you haven't today, put a timer on for 5 minutes and write down what life you want to create, how you want your life to be better so you can move forward with purposeful direction. Many years ago, I rode horses for competition. And I would go in competitions where they judged how the horse looked, how its head was tugged, how it was moving, how it was responding to me. And then I'd have classes where I was judged based on how were my hands positioned. Was I sitting straight? Were my heels down? Were they aligned? And I had an instructor. I'd go to arena. The instructor would stand in the middle, and I would ride around her. And she would watch me. She was a judge herself, and so she knew what to look for. And she'd say, "Okay, Kirtley, the horse's head needs to get tucked in a little bit more, and your heels need to go down. Bring them back a little bit, and your hands a little bit more." And it was so helpful for her. I was a new rider. I didn't know what to look for, and I learned from her, and I started to win blue ribbons, and it was really exciting. Eventually, we moved to a different barn, and in that barn, one of the walls was just a huge, giant mirror. And so I'd come around the corner and I could see my horse, and I could see what she looked like. And I could see, oh, her head needs to get tucked in more. I couldn't see that from being the rider on top. Or, oh, my heels are down. I need to move them back a little bit too. And I had that mirror when my instructor wasn't there, because my instructor usually acted as the mirror in my life, in my horse training, to facilitate progress for me. And as a coach, one of our roles is to hold up a mirror to other people's lives. Coaches invite self-empowerment, and they facilitate progress to help ourselves or to help other people get what they want, essentially get those blue ribbons in people's lives. And you may hear questions like from coaches, "Hey, what's another way you could see this?" Or, "What emotions are you feeling around that?" Or, what are you learning from this? How was this serving you? And how would support look like for you now? One of the benefits of being a coach is if you're holding up a mirror to other people's lives and helping them, see more what they want and what their reality is, you're more likely to be able to flip that mirror around and see flip that mirror around to your own life too. And in doing so, that will help you come out of that drama triangle as you can see life more clearly. You can see, I'm in the victim mode right now. I feel stuck and I think I can't get anywhere. And I want to feel empowered to find solutions, to create the life I want. A lot of people believe that they can't be a coach because they don't know the answers, or they're not at their goal weight. They don't know everything. They don't know the program well enough. But anyone can hold a mirror up to someone's life. And you learn as a coach, you learn how to ask good questions, which will benefit. Even if you have kids, you learn how to ask good questions to them. And even as I call a client and I say, hey, how's your water going? And then I ask myself in my head, well, how's my water going? And then I'll take a drink of water. Or I'll ask them, and then I'll catch myself in the middle of eating something unhealthy. That's completely happened before. I'll be mindlessly eating something and go, oh, I want to stop. A coach seeks learning opportunities. And so again, we're asking clarifying questions to invite self-empowerment and facilitate progress. And I had a recent experience with one of my mentors, one of the coaches, a coach that coaches me. And recently, this is a pretty personal story, but I'll share it with you. But I was at a retreat, and I'm about to have my first kid, basically. And I've been a coach for so long without kids, and I've been thinking, how in the world do you coach with a kid? I've been so worried about it. Like, how do you manage your time? All you moms out there are amazing. And I expressed my concern to him. And the question he asked me was, well, what do you need to know? That usually when you have fear, it says, what needs to be known? And that question released, I started answering it. I want to know that I can be a good coach and a good mom. I want to know I can be present with her. I want to know this and this. And in answering, I started answering my own problems of recognizing I can solve something like that. I have the power to be an amazing mom and create and help other people create great lives too. And the thing is, he didn't jump in and answer the question for me. He said, oh, this is what you're going to do. And here's the plan. Here's the plan for all moms. He just asked me questions and even said, hey, well, what if the opposite were true? What if it was easier than you thought? What if you just nailed it? And in doing so, that created that self-empowerment for me. And it was amazing. It was amazing that a coach can help you find answers without giving them to you. Timothy Galloway said that coaching as unlocking a person's potential to maximize their own performance is helping them to learn rather than finding the answers for them. And can you see how developing that skill would help you in your own life, with your health, with your finances, with your marriage, with your kids? Learn to ask yourself better questions. And then here's another benefit of stepping into the role of a coach is, I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but it's happened to me many times, is have you noticed that when you start something new, like a new diet or exercising or just any goal, it's really exciting at first and it's so easy to stick to it. But then you reach a certain point and it becomes mundane and normal and boring and you lose that fire. And then something big happens, a fight, a loss, you get really busy. And without realizing it, you've dropped into the triangle with thoughts like, I can't do this. This is too hard. I'm too busy. This is too much for me. I'm being bad. I was wrong to think I could progress. It's just what happens. And so this is the point when I often stop hearing from my clients and they ignore my texts. And then months later, or years later, they come back and say, hey, sorry, so much happened and I gained weight back. I need to start again. Coaches are they're 5 times more likely to keep their weight off. And partly because they're in a community where they have the reminders to awaken out of the drama and into creation. And another benefit is a recent study from Columbia University has revealed that when helping people navigate their stressful situations, we are enhancing our own emotional regulation skills and thus benefiting our own emotional well-being. And because of the heightened levels of self-focused attention, uh, because those are common in depression, the more people helped others, the more their helping behavior predicted a reduction in their own depression, thanks to the use of reappraisal in their own daily lives. So let me ask you, can you see the possible benefit of learning how to hold the mirror up to your life? Or asking yourself better questions, or being in a community that awakens you out of the drama triangle into empowerment and focusing on helping others succeed. Coaching has done all of that for me, and it has helped me create better health, better marriage, better time management, better finances. It may or may not be something for you, but it's there as a tool for when you're ready. Um, I'm so grateful that you're here with me today, and I hope you have an amazing Saturday. And if you have any questions, then reach out to the person that invited you. See you guys later.